Omninvest Ltd started producing seasonal vaccines in 1995.
We have been producing pandemic vaccine since 2005 as a preparation of a pandemic outbreak. In 2009, we produced the H1N1 pandemic vaccine on a mass scale in response to the pandemic.
The vaccines developed by the Omninvest Ltd are unique in the sense that they contain whole viruses and adjuvants at the same time. During the manufacturing process, the virus is first multiplied, then inactivated. Next, the material is biologically purified and concentrated. This inactivated whole virus forms the active substance of the vaccine, which is responsible for the immune response. You can take a look at the process in the film. The Omninvest developed a quick method during the years of 2005 and 2006. By using the method, the company is able to develop any kind of flu vaccine within months. Around that time started the worldwide spread of the H5N1 virus. They were able to develop the new vaccine against bird flu in just 3 months.
The production procedure of this H5N1 vaccine was a bit more than a simple flu vaccine manufacturing. It was part of a special mock-up vaccine system worked out by WHO and the European Medicines Agency. It is a known fact that influenza viruses mutate all the time, so when a real pandemic flu virus appears, the manufacturers should be able to produce vaccines against the new variation right away. The key is the previously developed system for manufacturing mock-up vaccines, where the virus antigens can be replaced with the pandemic ones. Thus, the new pandemic vaccine can be manufactured and distributed in the shortest possible time. The development of H5N1 vaccine served this purpose. We set up the mock-up system, which became the base of the present H1N1 pandemic vaccine.
Omninvest worked out an especially fast responding technology. This was the reason why the company could react to the pandemic threat of H1N1 right away.
During the developmental period for H5N1 vaccine, we made an estimation. We calculated with approximately 500,000 doses per week as our maximum output in a pandemic period. We estimated this number 4 years ago, in 2005. In 2009, life justified us that we counted properly. We can still keep up this output, even if we do not produce an H5N1 vaccine, but an H1N1 vaccine during a pandemic. So the production plant of Omninvest Ltd at Pilisborosjenő is able to manufacture 500,000 doses a week to provide the Hungarians with the vaccine in a very short time. Starting from the moment we receive the virus, the first dose of vaccine is ready in 2-3 months' time, and then we can produce 500,000 doses a week.
The Omninvest Ltd receives the primary seed from the World Health Organization. This is the base of the vaccine in every case.
First, we receive the primary seed from the reference laboratory of WHO, and then we start to multiply the seed.
The so-called embryonated hen's eggs are used for the manufacturing process. The eggs are measured and checked. Then, all of them are disinfected and finally opened in a laminar airflow cabinets.
We need to puncture the eggs to put the influenza virus into the so-called allantoic cavity. The egg as a living system provides a culture medium for the influenza viruses. Because of this, we need embryonated eggs to inoculate with the diluted working seed. This is the base of further production.
In some days, the virus multiplies during incubation. Then, the workers harvest the allantoic fluid of the individual eggs by handwork. Then we use a biosorbent for absorption of viruses from allantoic fluid. The viruses attach to the surface of it, while the remaining fluid is removed by centrifugation. Then we use sodium chloride solution to elute the viruses from the surface of the absorbent. The next step is the dialysis of the fluid to remove the sodium chloride. At the end of the process, the virus proteins are precipitated and then concentrated by centrifugation. These proteins form the base of the vaccine. The ampules are filled with formulated vaccine, which contains the monovalent bulk as active substance and an adjuvant aluminum phosphate gel. This helps the slow and gradual absorption of the vaccine in the body.
The adjuvant of the vaccine has some interesting effect. It binds the viruses, and after the intramuscular injection of the vaccine, it forms a depot in the muscle. From this, the influenza viruses dissolve gradually, providing a continuous stimulus for the immune system. It is more favorable than having an instant higher antigen dosage.
Then the vaccine is filled into glass ampules under cooling. These ampules are also stored continuously, maintaining the cold chain. During the whole manufacturing process, the parameters of the production are strictly controlled.
We were able to conduct all the virological quality control tests at the manufacturing site.
This is very important in the process of vaccine authorization. We have to perform several tests to prove the sterility of the product, its general safety, and efficacy. These are the most important quality parameters of a good vaccine. Besides our tests, the vaccine undergoes quality control tests by the National Control Authority as well. The vaccine can only be released and distributed if it passes the tests of both the company and the authorities.
We completed clinical trials with good safety and efficacy results with couple hundred participants. Before these clinical trials, there had been non-clinical testing on lab animals to check if the vaccine is safe and efficient enough.
If all these tests are successful, the vaccine gets marketing authorization. Upon completing its strict requirements, the National Institute of Pharmacy approves the vaccine. The production of the influenza vaccine takes place in a aseptic manufacturing environment. The production plant meets the GMP guidelines. Part of this is an air supply system that continuously ensures effective air change. The technicians are able to measure such parameters as air velocity, air volume, flow direction, temperature, humidity, and particle contamination during constant monitoring and regular checks. With everything considered, we can state that the vaccine plan of Omninvest Ltd. Immediately can react to a pandemic situation.
The big advantage of our technology is that we only have to replace the virus strain in our vaccine. So, as soon as we receive the pandemic strain, practically within a couple of months, we will have the vaccine available.